Okay, so for today's video, I'm doing a little hometown series where I'm showing places that were pretty important to me and my peers that grew up in Middle Tennessee area. We're in Goodlettsville, Tennessee, right across from Rivergate Mall. And this place right here was a party city that's recently closed. But this used to be Sam Goody Record and Tapes. It was the store that we would have to come to buy things like this, which is a music CD, that you would have to come to a store and actually buy it and go home and play it on the players. The kids nowadays with the Spotify and iTunes and Pandora and all that, they don't really understand this, but your favorite band would put together a group of songs and release these, and you have to come to stores like this, and sometimes they would do fun things like midnight showings or midnight releases, you know, where you come down here and buy your CD at midnight, you know, be among the first to get it. And I chose this CD for my collection to bring because I actually bought this CD right here from this actual store the day it came out, which was November 1st, 1994. Which doesn't seem to me like euthanasia from Megadeth is that old, but they were having a promo for it on the sign over there, and the man was here putting the letters up, and I remember my good friend Josh Toomey of Talk To Me podcast would run over there and tell the guy he spelled Megadeth with a A in death, and we don't do that. We leave the A out of Megadeth. And the fact that, you know, CDs are not around, one thing I will attest to growing up and having a career in the music business is one of the nice honors was, you know, when the band would put out the CD, they might, you know, give you a credit or your name in there. There were two artists that were very kind to me in my career to put my name in their records, and both of them turned out to be really big records too. Uncle Kracker's Double Wide, which is double platinum, he put my name in there. Paramore's Riot CD, which was double platinum, I got my name in there, and that was nice. That's something that we don't get nowadays when you get a record on iTunes or Spotify or any of that crap. You had to come down here and actually buy it. I remember coming to this store for an in-store signing for the band Jackal. They were in town opening for ZZ Top. And I came, and it was the first time I'd ever really seen an in-store experience, or what happens. If you've never been to anything like that, it's when they bring the band in and just line them up at a table. You get in line and you buy the CD or something, and you just go up there and they sign it for you, which is cool, but it's kind of impersonal. You don't really get a lot of time with them. They hurry you through assembly line, you know. But if that's your favorite band and that's how you got to meet them, you know what? That's pretty darn cool too. But anyway, Sam Goody would end up closing in the late 90s and became a party store, and they had a pretty long run here. I'm not sure why they went out of business, but they were here for a long time, like 15, 18, maybe 20 years. I don't know. They were here for a while. But a place opened up just down the way there called Media Play. And a brand new CD in the mid-90s, in 1994, was $18.99. That's crazy high, even nowadays, I think, that we were paying prices like that for these. But when Media Play opened, they would sell their CDs for like $15.99, a couple bucks cheaper. Then a couple of years after Media Play came in, then Best Buy came a little further up the street. And Best Buy was like $12.99 for a, you know, new release CD. So the prices kept going down, and Sam Goody sadly would close in the late 90s, and Media Play also is gone nowadays, and a lot of the music retailers are gone. But in my research for this video, I happened to notice that Sam Goody, apparently there's still two stores as of November of 2021. There were two stores still operating under the Sam Goody name. One was in Medford, Oregon, and the other one was in Ohio. So it's kind of good to know they are still out there. I guess very, very small. But these little lamps, I remember they were here when it was Sam Goody. They were all bright red, kind of like that one. But I do remember the external lamps were on the building when it was Sam Goody. But Anyways, thank you for joining me in a flashback of what it used to be like to go to the store to buy a CD. And I hope Dave Mustaine, if you're watching this, giving Euthanasia a nice little plug. I'm gonna send Dave the link to this video. Maybe he'll watch it. He used to make me cups of coffee when I was on tour with him, and if you'd have told me when I was in 8th grade that Dave Mustaine would be making me coffee, I never would have believed it. But I've always remembered Josh Toomey going, "No, take that A out of Megadeth. No, there's not an A in death on Megadeth." Now go to the store and buy a CD. Thank you.